let people know I've gone live. Hey, Shafi. Oh yeah. Self-promotion. Okay, it says I'm live. I believe it. I've advertised myself on a few places. Let me just advertise real quick on my YouTube channel. Okay, and then a little bit of this. And then one more thing. There we go. I think we're good to go now. Oh, that's enough of the loading loop music. Let's make sure the regular mode music's not too loud. Hey, Nathan. All right, I think that's it. That's good. We're ready to go. Oh, shoot, I just remembered. Frick. Gotta do this. Yeah, I was having yeah, some of the footage got messed up a little bit ago, so I have to reshoot it. Oh well, whatever. But I might as well get things started and also just do my usual introductions. Hey, yo, welcome to the Uncle Show, and today we're looking at the Master Grade SD Gundam aerial from the Witch of Mercury, which I haven't seen yet. I've seen clips of it. It looks interesting. I've heard very good things about the show. Kind of. I'll explain later. But essentially, yeah, this is a model kit of the main Gundam, but as you'll probably see on the box, very chibified. We've built SD before in the show, and we built Master Grade we built Master Grade. This is the first time we've ever built Master Grade SD. I will get more into that in a little bit. Okay. Let me do my. Let me real quick do my usual like hands flailing to demonstrate that I do whenever I'm looking at this box. You know, my usual like, oh, look at that. That's a box. Hey, yo, welcome to the Uncle Show. You know. Slap the box. Slap the box. Very nice box though. I'm gonna keep the art. But yeah. So master grade technology has been integrated into the SD Gundam kit body. So yeah, as the box will tell you, hold on. Let's get all this stuff out. So yeah, as the box proclaims, this is actually a little bit different than your normal kind of Gunpla kits. Well, in terms of what it is. So, okay, I gotta gather my thoughts here and kind of explain. But first, also, why don't we get the camera in the right position? Okay, there we go. Chat, what do we think? Do we want to go, shall we go even higher, or do we think that's just right? Unfortunately, my camera is now in the way. Let's get them a little higher. Yeah, this was kind of a, yeah, if you weren't here last time, there was I wanted to try and get like a camera position more inbound, a better camera position so that you guys could see everything I was doing a lot clearer in my whenever I live stream, but it was a bit of a struggle session, so there we go. I think that's actually pretty good. Autofocus on. Let's do this. Let me know if you guys want me to change it back. Change it back to like the side view we had before. I'm sure there is a way we can get like a nice higher quality, or much better angle, but yeah. We'll see about that. Anyhow, so yeah, I haven't seen Witch of Mercury. I've heard good, but the reception for it is interesting. And I will go into it in a little bit. Hold on. All right, so we got our runners. First, we got A1. Ooh. A1. I will leave some space for A2 when we get there. We got a B. We got effect parts. Put that to the side. We got a C. I'm gonna put all the. I'll put a lot of the duplicate runners on the little mini stand, and I have. So let's check. Here's A2. H2 and H1. D. Actually, I probably will have enough room for the other runners. So, yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna actually be able to fit all the runners on this one. So why don't we do that? So yeah, Witch for Mercury. Never seen it. I've seen some clips though. Looks to have gorgeous animation. In fact, it's kind of funny. We recently got the trailer for the next Gundam show, which does look good, but I must be said, disappointed that they went with CGI for the robots, because it's like, oh, I don't know. I always associate Gundam with like really some of the best 2D animation around for mecha, so it's a little bit disappointing. I'm sure it'll be fine, but we'll see. But I'll admit, I was initially partially put off from watching Witch of Mercury, and it's for reason that I don't know. You tell me if this is a dumb reason or not. Here we go. I'm gonna raise this up a little. It keeps bonking my head. Hybrid battle is best for Gundam. Yeah, because some Gundam designs get pretty out there and complicated. Oh, we're doing the weapons first? Odd. But not used to that. Anyhow, I'll like what's a good example? Yeah, I think you got to use both, but I will say having a fully CGI'd robots does feel a little bit. It feels off. Okay. So yeah, but I saw like some clips and it looks gorgeous. And okay, this might be an incredibly dumb reason, but hear me out. The reason I was put off from Witch of Mercury is that, initially from watching is because I was always given the impression it was the Gundam series for people that hate Gundam. Like, I don't know, something about the way it was just kind of marketed, and like the people who are really into the show, it feels like they're in for it more for the lesbian ship than they are the actual show. Oh, if you know what I mean. Which that has happened with a lot of shows. I watched Voltron Legendary Defender, and I loved that show for its first like 5 seasons. But I gotta say, I do recall there were a lot of people who weren't really in for it for, you know, whatever the story was, or whatever the story was, or the, you know, actual animation, character development, etc. They were in for it for their ships, and not the kind of ships they fly. But I could be wrong. It seems like I'm wrong, because there are a lot of interesting design language choices. And I saw that one gorgeously animated clip, and it's like, okay, no, this has some sauce. This has some sauce. This has something going on. So I'm gonna watch it at some point. I've got like a crap load of other shows to get. I got like so many other Gundam shows I need to get to. I want to get to first. I still haven't finished G Gundam, but we'll see. But I've heard great things about Witch of Mercury. Also, I will say the whole ship aspect. Multiple people have informed me that like, despite how like it comes across, despite all like the hubbub about it, apparently they're not actually a couple in the show, which is like bizarre. Like they hype it up so much, and then it's like apparently they're not actually a couple. It's like, okay. Oh, emotionally abusing the main character. Oh God. Oh no. That's that ain't good. That's not good at all. Don't do that. So it's kind of a case where like if these two were a couple, it'd be like actually a pretty miserable relationship. Got it. Who's texting me? Okay. But yeah. So. Also, Wit from Mercury, like, I think it came out at, like, this... A lot of the aesthetics for it kind of reminds me of, there was a show... Ooh, oh no, oh no. Oh, that's just great. Well now, that's a problem. That is a problem. That's not how that was supposed to go on, was it? Yeah, that just snapped. I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah, that just snapped right off. That's not a good thing. That's not a good sign of things to come, is it? I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, I should dive into why I bought this kit in particular. Although it looks like it's just a peg, which hopefully that means it won't be too drastic. It looks like it's just like a shield connector peg. So hopefully we're not, in danger of anything. But never gets signed. Anyhow. Yeah, they only became a couple because like a year after it came out when the rest said Bondi outright said they weren't. Oh, it's one of those, isn't it? Like the I fucking hate when they do that. Like they now all of a sudden they're a couple just after the writer said so. They're J.K. Rowling it essentially. And in a very different... It is kind of funny how, like, J.K. Rowling, like, nowadays people associate her with other things. I'm not going to get into that. But for a while, like, the annoying off-screen, like, retcon on, like, is kind of also associated with her, which... I always do think that's like the count. It is like a little bit of like, there is like that little bit of cowardice on the writer's part. Legend of Korra did a similar thing, didn't it? Oh, and it's kind of funny because with Legend of Korra. Alright, if you watch I've watched like the first season and some of season 2. If you watch Legend of Korra, god dang, like the actual romance in that show the only romantic aspect that vaguely worked was what's his face? Bolin was Bolin for a little bit, and then they kind of with Bolin and Korra, and then they gave up on that. Like they actually were kind of hitting it off, but then they just like completely abandoned it. Especially funny because Mako's such a dick. Like, and they have very little chemistry. It's honestly hilarious. It's kind of a shame. I feel like the first season of Legend of Korra, you could, because originally the idea for that movie, for that show, was for it to be a TV movie. And the funny thing is, if you watch it, it actually would make a really good TV movie. With like a little bit of editing, with like some editing here and there, like it actually could become like a really solid TV movie. Hey. Yeah. Oh, there's a weird. I don't know. There's something. I get the weird feeling from. I got this weird feeling from Witch of Mercury at first. That I also got a similar feeling with. What's that manga? What's that anime called? Witch Hat Atelier or something. Just this kind of show that feels very kind of astroturfed in terms of its popularity. And it feels like it's also targeted a lot more towards kind of Western audiences than it is Japanese ones, which and that's not because I want to clarify something. Before for something like anyone who's been in my server knows. I'm very accepting of like LGBT people. Like if you're gonna be like homophobic or transphobic or whatever in my server, not approved. I literally founded that server, my original fan server, just because every Yu-Gi-Oh server I was in was either transphobic or run by a sex offender. That's not even a joke. And so I kind of started my servers as like kind of like here's just a chill place to hang out. No politics whatsoever. No infighting. Let's just vibe. All right, like. Hey, and the thing is, there was but that being said, Ed, like if you look at something like Witch Hat Atelier, with Witch Hat, as soon as I saw a character designed with like that certain type of vitiligo, I was like, this concept was made for American audiences at a very, very, very specific time frame. Like every so often there are just like, you guys remember when like during like the mid 2010s, a lot of American studios were trying to pander to the Chinese market or like in, I can't believe I'm going to use a wrestling factoid here. Or do you remember when WWE was trying to pander towards India and they had Jinder Mahal be WWE World Champion for a bit? It's that similar vibe. It was a very similar like this does not feel like this type of push and like these aesthetics. It kind of feels like you're kind of specifically advertising towards a subsector of people that normally wouldn't I don't know. Western ship finally making a slightly different Gundam. Yeah, I am making the Master Grade SD Gundam Aerial. I don't know. It's just I was originally planning on finally doing that Master Grade Heavy Arms, but I wanted something a little bit different because, as you said, I love Gundam, but let's be honest, there are a lot of designs that look very, very similar Gundam. But again, bear in mind, the only Gundam shows I've ever watched are SD Gundam Force, one episode of Wing, and all of the OG series, and I'm almost done with G Gundam. I'm on the last fourth, which fantastic. Which, and to be honest, I'm actually gonna be taking a little break from watching Gundam, for a little bit because I want to watch other mech shows. Like I'm thinking Vision of Escaflowne after this. Did I get the wrong piece? I might have gotten the wrong piece. Because, like, as good as Gundam is, seasons of Gundam are long. So I think it's good to take a break, especially because after this, I'm either watching Turn A or Seed. I kind of want a little bit of room to breathe. Western Ship Impulsor, yeah. You made the same Gundam 5 times already. To be fair, 2 of them were the RX-78-2, so you would not be 100% wrong. And recently I bought a, I was in a, I should go into why I bought, where I got this. I got this from a family-run hobby kit shop called Moipla Hobbies. And the thing is with them is, I'm shouting them out specifically because I like to shout out any independent toy stores I get these from. But also, holy shit, the people there, it is family run. It's so nice. It has a very friendly vibe. And one of the biggest things for me that I think is so cool is they actually have a little table set up where customers can build their model kits in store and even paint and customize and panel line them in store. Like they have markers set up for customers to use. That's just so cool, and it's a very cute, very friendly shop. They deserve all your business, so I am shouting them up. I'm gonna put them in description. No, I'm gonna put their name in chat. I don't know if they do international shipping, but they're a good business, and I think good businesses. I think you should give good businesses your business. G24, okay. Okay, and then, but yeah, I don't know. There is something whenever you can tell. There are times you can tell when something is made for a very certain, like it feels like it's kind of oh. Anyway, going back to what I was saying about that. There are times when you can kind of tell something is kind of made to be kind of like this. It's like very pandering, very much so. Like, oh, this is made to kind of like, okay. I'm gonna. And actually, something I do love is whenever you get companies that whenever they kind of try to pander and then to one end, and then they pander to another half, and it's really funny. Hey, there was a so God. Okay, I'm gonna be very careful with how I tell this story because it's really funny. It's a great lesson in how not to do marketing, but it also deals with some sensitive subject matter. So do keep that in mind. So let's keep it civil. Civil. In America, we have a beer called Bud Light. Maybe it's available. Well, it's probably available in Canada where Trophy is, but probably not in where you're from, Shike. Basically, it's one of those cheap piss beers. You know, it's like every country has their own cheap piss beer, but. And it's kind of like, in fact, the stereotype amongst Bud Light is that it's drunk mostly by rednecks, or the only reason you drink Bud Light is if it was in, it's the cheap beer you get a ton of because you got a party, you got a party happening, and you need a lot of beer very quickly. So here's the thing is, Bud Light decided they needed a brand new image, and so they decided to bring in this transsexual activist to be their spokesperson. This girl named Dylan Mulvaney. Mulvaney's a little bit controversial, mostly because, again, keeping it civil, tastes like horse piss. Yeah, that's Bud Light. She only transitioned recently and then kind of became the face of the whole movement, and that did rub some people the wrong way, particularly in those kind of activism circles. It's like we have people who did this for life, and also since transitioning, Mulvaney's kind of character has been like a stereotypical squeaky, like, how do I put this? Have you ever seen Foam Adventure? She acts like a 12-year-old. Reenacting Foam Adventure. That's kind of what I describe her persona as. But I wouldn't describe her as harmful or anything. Just like But there was a period where it kind of felt like she was a little bit overblown. But see why You see why my server is not like I can talk about this stuff in IRL, no problem, but it's like you got to be careful. You got to be sensitive to people's, especially because but anyhow, so Dylan became a spokesperson for Bud Light. They put her face on a lot of cans, and you know, let's just say some people, a lot of people had a problem with it, and there were people who were like, oh, I just don't like Mulvaney because of their like persona and the like. Others were, let's just say, less than civil about it. But the thing, and the thing is with the whole thing is that Bud Light actually did take a massive hit. And oh god, I see something terrifying we got to deal with later. Bud Light's sales actually did take a pretty substantial hit during that period. Because there's no way around it. Like, trying to go from Bud Light, which is like the redneckiest of cheap piss beers, to suddenly, you know, we're trendy, we're progressive, we're if and all that. I think it'd be like if you had it would be like if you had like a very Scandinavian European black metal band who are like very screamy and angry all the time, and suddenly had them turn into a glam rock band, which actually has happened. Look up Celtic Frost Cold Lake. It's actually kind of funny. And well, it's a very different like customer base, and also you're not gonna attract, and no one was kind of gonna be lured in by the idea of like switching over, of getting Bud Light just because they had Dylan Mulvaney on it, because the kind of people who would support Dylan Mulvaney, they ain't drinking Bud Light, right? Like, Bud Light is very working class, very dirty, redneck, cheap piss beer. Here, if White Claw did it, I feel if White Claw did it, then no one would care, because that's White Claw for you. White Claw is a very like, you know, White Claw is a very kind of a lot more. How do I put this? Hard day, work bad. And like, yeah, no, it was kind of obnoxious during that time to go like, there were a lot of people who was like, go woke, go woke. But at the same time, like, genuinely, it's like a complete 180 of like, it's a complete like overhaul that just didn't work out, because, you know, you can't change your reputation overnight. Like, that shit takes forever. Abercrombie and Fitch took decades to go from, you know, clothing for outdoorsmen to douchebag clothing. Real talk. Okay, real quick. I haven't been to an Abercrombie and Fitch in years. Do they still spray that awful perfume throughout the store? Ugh. Anyways, so yeah. But the funny thing is, after sales took a massive hit to Bud Light, and they dropped Mulvaney, they made new commercials. And the new commercials tried so hard to go the opposite direction. Now the whole thing was like, you're a working man, we got the American flag, we got a pickup truck, and all that. And it's like, It's like now you're just pandering the other way. And did it work? And did it work at getting customers back? No. No, no. It didn't earn back. It just pissed off everyone because because the people who had a beef with Mulvaney in the first place weren't gonna go back to Bud Light. It's like, you betrayed me, Bud Light. You betrayed me. They weren't gonna go back. And okay, hold on. I just need to make sure I've got this all attached correctly. Well, they weren't gonna go back, and the people who were supportive of Mulvaney, they were probably they were gonna be pissed because it's Bud Light going, oh well, we're just gonna throw you under the bus, Dylan. We're gonna go back to our ways. And the casual, and even if you were someone who had no idea about the whole drama, but the drama at all, it just looks, the commercials were like the most generic thing. Nobody wins. It was a very, very bizarre thing. Were you expecting, I was not expecting, I do love studying marketing though, like this, just because sometimes with marketing, you sometimes gotta go, okay, did anyone think to say, hang on, this idea is stupid? Where are those bits? How to present both consumer. Quite the centrist brand, White Claws. You mean Bud Light? Yeah, but that is centrist beer. What would be okay, what is the most centrist beer ever? Probably Pabst Blue Ribbon, if I'm being honest, actually, thinking about it. Because I know that for a while, a lot of the hipsters were trying to really get into PBR for some reason, even though, PBR has always been, weirdly, a lot more, again, it's kind of a much more, or working class, China chip. No, Foster's. Alcoholic Arizona. Oh yeah, that's another good one. Or also Foster's beer. Dark. All right, we got the shield and the gun. So the bit that broke off, unfortunately, is a secondary shield part, but it looks like it'll still attach and still work. So, not as worried. I'm gonna put the guns to the side. Really like the beam rifle also for that Gundam aerial. It's a nice one. Arizona iced tea. Oh, good point. Good point. And I got Pepsi all over me. That's great. But I want centrist beer. It's the new norm. Okay. So now we got this part here. Actually, if you want to, I got a really funny story about how to piss off your demographics, while at the same time trying. Oh, this one's a lot less controversial, than the whole Bud Light thing, but it's way funnier. Have I ever told you fine folks about racks? I need H12. Because racks is one of those things that I've definitely brought up before on my stream, but I don't know if I've, but it's been a while, so. Nope. What you drinking? Pepsi Zero Sugar. Oh, Ninjago? Yeah, I know that the shield comes apart and combines with the body. We'll see if we have some problems later. But yeah, Ninjago, I didn't watch the show when it came out, but I have friends who were really into Ninjago. And I also have a friend who kind of hates Ninjago, but that's for a very, very specific reason. And I'll kind of but as for me, never watched it, but I've heard good things. Do tell. Anyhow, Rax. So Rax was a series of roast beef restaurants, a bit like Arby's. And the thing is, Rax is very much a was very much like a working class kind of like blue collar, roast beef restaurant. You get your free old roast beef, and they were also one of the first restaurants to have a salad bar. Back when those were a big thing in fast food. So Rax was very, Rax was like very popular. They were based in the Midwest, which, and the funny thing is with the American Midwest is that most people don't know this, but the American Midwest is like the place to be if you were a fast food company. Seriously, look up the amount of fast food companies that are based in the Midwest or in Ohio alone. It's actually kind of surprising. But anyhow, so Rax were doing big business, and the thing is, they were expanding fast. At their peak in popularity, they had over 500 restaurants, including some in bizarrely Guatemala, which I read that apparently some Guatemalan business owners would just buy the rights to the Rax name and then set up a Rax. What age it is. To kind of explain, while I get that set up, I'll just quickly explain. The reason he hates Ninjago is that he's a huge fan of Bionicle, and he kind of feels like Ninjago kind of massively took away from Bionicle. Oh, like a lot of the sort of attention from Lego, if that makes sense. Anyhow, apparently some Guatemalan restaurant owners, apparently what they would do is just set up like a racks in their garage, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it was pretty popular, and also they served loaded baked potatoes, which was kind of like something that you don't get at a lot of fast food joints actually. So all well and good. But the thing is, Rax wanted to kind of change their Oh, there's my neighbor again with his RC car. Racks were kind of massively... Okay, I gotta check something. Hold on. That can't be right. That's gonna break. Bro, what? Guatemala? Yeah, I don't know how Guatemala. I don't know why specifically Guatemala, but hey, it works. Something's there. Hold on. Yeah, that feels like it's gonna break. But I can't really find out. Why can't we just have both? Yeah, Lego's like no. Anyhow, going back to racks. So the thing is with racks is that while they were popular, like I said, racks was a very working class kind of restaurant. So in the 80s, they decided they needed to massively change their image. Okay, I got it. Yeah, no, I don't know if you could see that, but there's like a big ass stress mark there. So, not the best connection, not the best. So racks wanted to kind of appeal towards the, they wanted to change their image, be a little classier. Essentially, they wanted to target yuppies. So what they did is they changed it so that there were a lot more kind of, so they changed things to be a lot more kind of, all the commercials were now like very loud, bombastic, and like, hip and everything with like loud kind of the worst of 80s synthesizer pop, and on top of that, they also started to shift around the restaurant. They added like plants inside. They installed like a solarium inside a lot of restaurants, and they included like food bars for everything. They like salad bar, okay, that's one thing. But then they added like all sorts of other stuff. Like they added a taco bar, a pizza bar, a Chinese bar at one point apparently. This is a roast beef restaurant, like I said. But that's not even. And at one point they even had a burger bar, which is hilarious because one of Rax's biggest commercials are. A lot of Rax's biggest commercials are saying, "Are you sick of burgers?" And here they are going like, "You want burgers? We got burgers." And the commercials are hilariously bad. Like, the commercials all have that feeling of like a very corny local chain kind of commercials. Not like a chain that had 500 restaurants at that point. And also for their tagline was like fast food with style, and it just all sorts of gimmicks. And they also claim fast food with style. They tried to have like a mascot they try to introduce a mascot character and have a kids meal with Uncle Alligator. And if you look at Uncle Alligator, he looks like, the most stock mascot ever. He literally looks like a cartoon mascot.png stock character. And they were like, bam, that's our guy. Right. And before you ask, no, they didn't even have like good toys. All you would get are like plastic cups or at racks or balloons, like which I'm just saying, at the time McDonald's had Transformers. Hey Johnny. McDonald's had Transformers and Burger King had He-Man. So yeah, and the thing is, with all these like different food options, it was a massive, massive upheaval to the cost of operations. So business was down. Like they were running out of money, and they brought in a new advertising CEO, a former guy of Arby's, and he did come up with the right idea of, hey, let's get rid of all this extra stuff and focus mostly on the sandwiches. Which, okay, he's got the right idea, but the thing is, the commercials were still terrible. They had one of their better ones, which during that time, and it's one that a lot of the people would probably associate with Rax, aside from the other one, which I'll get into in a little bit. How can I put this? Imagine, like, your choice of sandwiches, as particularly chicken sandwiches, are so bad at other like fast food joints. It's like it's like being in prison for years. In the commercial, it's like, for years Americans have had to deal with chicken options as only being an eenie. Well, at Rax, we have an eenie, meenie, and a miney, and it's like these three different sandwiches coming to bring joy and life to Americans. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, because the whole eenie, meenie, miny, mo thing, if you're wondering where Mo is in the commercial, they go, "There ain't no Mo." It's as bad as I'm making it out. Let me find it. You know what? For the first time ever on stream, I am going to show you live footage from Rax. Not him. We'll get to you. Okay, I got it. Windows. Fuck it, I'll just do Windows capture. Browser source. Yep, add source. Building's going really well. Thank you for asking. You are no. Oh, what's this? Gross. That's not what I want. I'll just do window capture. Yep, and new source. I just realized I had the stream starting soon GIF online. Oh my god. Okay. So here's the commercial. This is the commercial for Rax.
Americans have fought long and hard for freedom of choice, but you can order a chicken sandwich at some fast food restaurants, and you have no choice. All you get is an eenie. But at Rax, we've got an eenie, a meanie, and a miney. The eenie, Rax Chicken Bacon Club, meanie's Chicken Mushroom Melt, and miney is the new Santa Fe Chicken.
Nobody stacks up to Rax.
Eenie, meanie, and miney. Where's Mo?
There ain't no Mo.
And God was dead. But the thing is, that commercial's bad. Bad, but like, no Coyote versus Acme. But here's the thing. So Rax got desperate and decided they needed a new mascot. They needed someone to save their brand. So they hired this this advertising firm. I forget what their name is. Deutsch. They're actually like a really big advertising firm. Probably best known for those IKEA commercials in the mid '90s. Which, fun fact, were first commercials to ever feature explicitly gay characters. There's here in America. Kind of interesting, but anyhow. So they do. So obviously they do some big things, but here's what they came up with. They came up with Mr. Delicious.
Hello, I'm Mr. Delicious, the new spokesman for Rax Restaurants. My job? To encourage you to enjoy tasty, affordable meals in a more mature dining environment. I know what you're thinking. He's a cartoon. And cartoons are mostly for people to wet their pants. But not Mr. D. He's a special cartoon for adults. And Mr. Delicious always carries his briefcase. Contents? Watch for me and visit Rax. Tickety-D.
I'll show another.
Hello there. I'm Mr. Delicious. Did you know the value menu at Rax features lots of adult-sized delectables for only 99 cents? That's right, and that's fortunate. You see, Mr. Delicious is, well, a little overextended. Perhaps the Rax executives aren't paying him enough to compromise his integrity. On the other hand, you can't eat integrity, but you certainly can eat a hearty roast beef sandwich for 99 cents. Tickety-D.
And they also had ads like this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's it. That's the one. When Mr. Delicious has doubts about his manhood, he goes for a bacon, beef, and cheddar. Oh, real quick. I got the head. Or most of the... Actually, no, I don't. Where's your face? Oh, I forgot a bit. I forgot B1 and B2. Shit. Okay. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, that was awful. And all the commercials are like that with Mr. Delicious. They're cheaply animated. They're very like, and like they just feature like this character who's like, I can only describe as a walking, talking midlife crisis. And he's just like absurdly miserable. Oh, and cynical, and also, and then he'd just say like some nihilistic statement and then go, tickety-dee, and that's it. And I don't know if you saw the tagline. Rax changed their tagline to, "You can eat here." Oh, thank God. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to eat at Rax. Thank God. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. D. Oh, you can find... Oh, and there were even... And they get so much weirder and more bizarre. There's an infamous radio ad where basically Mr. Delicious blew all his money on hookers in Bora Bora, or there's one where he talks about getting a vasectomy, and it's like, who is this character for? Or like, who is this for is like, you know, an overused statement, I feel a lot of the time. But genuinely, who wants to eat at the restaurant where the mascot is like, you know the meme about the Minecraft movie action figure for Steve, where it's like, "Mommy, I want the overweight middle-aged man action figure." It's like fucking bizarre. But I will say, out of all the commercials, it's the one that's like, I get kind of what they were going for. Like, okay, yeah, you want to appeal to like, you know, working class adults, but also have a little bit of like, you know, that Gen X kind of cynicism. I get it. I smell what you're stepping in. But it doesn't make me want to. It doesn't make me want to eat fast food. Shit. Might have to separate this bit. I might have to separate all this because I'm having a little bit of trouble connecting the pieces. Why am I using my monster hands? I have the Bondi I have Solomon, the Bondi separator tool. Pew. Okay. Yeah. Let's. Yeah. I'm just gonna take off the face temporarily so that we can. So that we can get inside. Actually, I might not have to tear off all the face. Let's see here. Okay. Got that in, and then can I slip this in? Yes. But I got to get the chin back on. The eyes are gorgeously done, I got to say. Okay, clip that in. Okay. Head is looking good. You know what would be really funny? if Bondi were feeling particularly lazy one day, and like they were making a perfect grade kit, and just decided we'll just recycle. One of the. Do we have a SD head lying around that's big enough? Let's use that. Now, gorgeous looking head. Let's get a little more organized here because right now it's kind of a mess of runners. B. C. D. F. Okay, I need. There we go. I'm gonna put this one aside. G34. Do find it interesting. I do find it interesting that we're so far kind of building up everything else but the arms and legs first. By the way, going back to Rax real quick. In case you want to know how Mr. Delicious worked out for them, currently, like I said, they had at their peak 500 restaurants. Right now they have about 5. So yeah. They're still around though. In fact, the friend I have who hates Ninjago, viewers may know him as Magic Mensch. He was he's that grumpy guy who I sometimes live stream with on his Twitter. He and I and his girlfriend Jade, we actually, when I was visiting him, we actually visited the last racks in Illinois because I still lived in Illinois at the time. We visited the last racks in Illinois for in Joliet, which I don't know. Okay, what is with the what? Oh, I think maybe this is backwards. What the heck? Okay, no. I just didn't have them in all the way. Okay, phew. I was worried for a sec there. Okay, G35. We are building the inner frame. Yeah. Because essentially Rax was, I believe, if I remember right, a lot of Rax was bought out a lot by the same company or a company or a franchising company that owns a lot of Hardee's locations, and apparently they decided, and originally they were planning on turning on keeping up Rax, but then they decided, you know what, it's probably better to cut our losses. Let's just turn all these Rax locations into Hardee's locations. The funny thing is, actually, with Rax, is that Rax buildings, from when they were trying to do the whole solarium thing, have a very distinct architecture. You know how you can always tell... You know how you can always tell when a... Test, test. Sorry about that. You know how you can tell when a... well, again, this... Okay, this might be more so an American thing. But, screw it. You know how you can sometimes tell when a building used to be a Pizza Hut? And, they have that kind of like, that domed roof, that kind of roof surrounded on all sides by glass. You can kind of tell when a building used to be a Rax just by looking at the kind of solarium. Ooh, I think we're making the cockpit here. Then this one's gonna go here. 15, 16, 12. Okay. Gotta say, this is looking to be a very well articulated little thing. Just even with the scrunkly proportions. Like, we got chicken wing ball joints? Hell yeah. Okay, 1, 13, and 14. Oh. That's no good. F5. Interesting to use these like kind of very silvery pieces every so often. Kind of reminds me of the Massigrade Extreme and Strike Freedom. This pissing me off. Yeah. Why do they sometimes put these little nubs at the end of the runners? Makes it a pain in the ass to sometimes plug in, man. Shoot, put these in the wrong. C, D. There we go. There we go. I'll keep G out for now because I think we're going to use a lot more from it. Oh, actually, no. Never mind. We need B. B10. Okay, and then we need D. That's C. D4. D2. There we go. And then I need a 241. Chat's gone quiet. Everything good? Good, my friends? My friends? I don't think we'll be able to finish today, but I'll still try and get as much done as I can. Just because I got some stuff I need to work on. I actually got an art commission recently, and I wanna work on that. Speaking of, guys, that's another way you can support the show, guys. I do art commissions. And so just DM me if you are on Discord, if you're interested, I do a lot of different stuff. Robots, girls, monsters. I'll do it. I'm noticing a problem with my window placement. Let me shrunk that down a little bit. That's better. A132, A133. Okay. I gotta give this Gundam her iconic shiny red tits. By the way, when you say emotionally, by the way, Chelsea, when you said, we've been talking, I've been taking our coaches. We've been talking. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Oh, weird. Okay, now there's like a bunch of messages. It just popped up. That is so weird. All the volunteers. Yeah, no, it was low. Yeah, I don't know what pizza we've been talking. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, my okay, yeah, that's weird. Chat wasn't updating. That's very odd, but it's fixed now, I think. Anyhow, question. Question, Chofi. Is Soletta the emotionally abusive one? The like small bean character? Because that would be extremely funny if it was. What the? Oh shoot! I gotta take this. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry. So, okay. Oh, there it is. So, okay. I'll explain very quickly just because, so my dad has given me the task of selling this old, this like flight simulator training program he has and is taking up space. And those go for a lot of money, so he's having me essentially be the guy, and I get all the money from it. So very nice. But the thing is, I for some reason couldn't find my usual BRB screen, and I just realized I'm a fucking idiot because I was looking at the wrong panel. Because the thing is, these things go for a couple $1,000s, and so yeah, it was very, very important that I deal with it, because the money from this sale is, some of it's going toward, most of it actually is going towards my wife and I. We're kind of saving up some money, and then some of it's also, no joke, some of it's going towards a lawnmower. I'll be honest, a freaking lawnmower, because the current lawnmower I have sucks. It sucks. It sucks, monkey fuck. So I wanna replace that. I wanna replace that my piece of shit lawnmower. But yeah, so yeah, ordinarily I'd be like, I would, but I forgot to put the BRB screen. And also, it is very vital and important that I deal with this, because some of it is very vital, and some of that money is, I'm gonna use it to get some, like, not all of it, but some of it I'm going to be using to get some stuff I've been wanting to get. So, yeah. Hello, Jen Jen. Hello, Poppy, Popo. How are you guys doing? You just missed me screaming into the void. From the love from Moe. Oh my God! Wait, oh my God! Oh, holy crap! Are you? So are you? You're the people that sold me this? Oh my God! So everyone, this I don't know if it's like the the person at the desk or the like, but so. Real quick, this is the person that sold me this kit, and yeah, I actually promoted your shop at the beginning of the stream, but I'm gonna do it again. Moepla was the shop I got this kit from, and I highly recommend it. Like, just because. It's a family-run shop. It's very, very very nice, very comforting. You can find images of it on Instagram. I'm just a customer, not the owner. Oh. Okay. Regardless, Moepla is great. It's a very, very like relaxed, very chill kind of shop. Very. I like. It's family run, and also the nice thing is you can they actually live stream. Not live stream. They have a little table for building model kits and the like. I wonder if they'd be okay with. Oh my God! I'd have to find a good internet source. I'll have to find a good internet source, but I probably probably, I wonder if they'd be okay with me like doing a live build stream at their shop, because it's a wonderful little shop, and it feels like, it feels like it's very like, you know, it feels like it's very like family focused, and I don't mean that like in, you know, it's like in a, like in a, you know, it's like goofy kid stuff. I mean that like it feels very relaxed and kind of friendly in a way that and not every shop is. Like a lot of model kits and toy shop and like kind of collectible stores tend to be very tend to be very dark inside. Moipla was very, you know, bright, happy, but also still very inviting. Well, like, no joke, when I first walked in, I actually thought it was like, is this a hybrid of like a cafe and a model kit shop? Different, but I like it. But nah, it's just a nice shop. And I try to promote like nice shops all the time. It's true. It's true though. It does feel like a coffee shop. And also I ain't gonna dox myself, but it's also like ridiculously close to me, like 10-minute drive at most. Oh. Oh, so very convenient location. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the $1 donation, Jan. Thank you. Thank you so much. What am I doing? I got massively derailed. I'm sorry. Okay. Feels good. Feels good. Okay. Yeah. I feel like the best kind of collectible shops that like I always love those kind of shops that are just like very kind of relaxed and chill. You know, what are some other you know what? There are a lot of, I'm in an area that has a lot of really good collectible shops. And it can actually be sometimes a little bit hard to find particularly good ones. Like I'm pretty lucky with how many good ones I'm in. I'm in the kind of, I'm in an area where there are a lot of like sort of collectible stuff for stuff like for super, yeah. Oh, hello, Yue Hang Han. Yue Hang Han. Am I pronouncing that right? I hope so. But thank you so much for for joining. Yeah. This stream's been popular. So yep, I'm just right now. I am just doing my thing. As always, whenever there are new people on stream who join us, get subscribed. I upload weekly reviews, except for this week. I was actually taking a little bit of a break, and I also stream. I try to stream twice a week. And then what else? Oh, I have a Discord. In the description, or you know what? I can also just put a link. I could also just put a link inside. feel free to join that. Feel free to join that. Just be kind, be respectful. Be kind, be respectful. Feel free to share, like your model kits. There's also like some Yu-Gi-Oh. There's also like a Yu-Gi-Oh section for all that good stuff. So there's a lot to do. Have fun with that. And what else? Also, if you want to, words. If you want to support this channel, doing super chats or becoming a YouTube member, donations, all that good stuff helps out. And also, I try to review all the model kits I build, and I'm going to be feature any kind of messages and super chats that people send me. So, like any questions, any funny jokes, folks, whatever works, send them my way. Okay. If I knew we were gonna have so many new friends join us on stream, I would have taken a shower. Ugh, my hair is ridiculously greasy, and I'm just like sweaty because it's in I live in the middle of the desert. Actually, Popo will know. Like, it gets so hot in this area. In this area, it's insane. I love the town though. I do love the town, but my soul is on fire. Okay, we are assembling the crotch. Ah, yes. Yes, we have shield crotch. B's there. Ah, there's, is that D? Yes, it is. Yippee! Job application printing time. Employment yearns for me. Ugh, I'm sorry, dude. Good luck, though. Good luck, homie. Nah, it was actually my job went through a big shift recently. For those who don't know, I was primarily an art teacher, but I would also kind of for schools, but I also do kind of like, I call it recess management or like after school kind of management. I kind of like look after the kids, make sure they're happy, having fun, being not hurting each other or themselves, that kind of thing. But I much prefer doing art lessons, and it just feels a lot more fulfilling. Well, recently the school that I was doing art lessons at, they're not renewing their contract for art lessons. And the reason they gave is budget cuts, but according to one of my bosses, one of the managers, apparently that's more so like sometimes they just get bored and they're like, we want someone new now, which suck, and they're just kind of, you know, afraid to say it, which, oh, that sucks. That sucks. But but it's like I'm not fired. I'm not fired, which is good. I'm like, it's disappointing, but I'm sticking with my job because, holy shit, trying to find a job, not fun. But also because, you know, sometimes it's good to just stick with a company and stick with where you're at right now and just bear it out for the time being. Do you know what I mean? B14. There we go. Oh! Yi Chen. Oh my god. Yi Chen. Oh, thank you. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Did I just? I'm sorry. It's just I'm actually am learning. I'm actually learning Mandarin, and I'm trying to learn. And so sometimes I find myself saying "xie xie" sometimes, just because that's thank you in Chinese. So it's my wife encourages me to like practice whenever I can, because my wife's Chinese. For those that don't know. And she is, bless my wife, she is very supportive of me, and she understands that like learning a new language is very hard. God, that looks gorgeous. Ah! I build a model and shop and enjoy the free AC. Yeah, no, it's nice and cool in there too. That should be a selling point of Moepla. We got AC. All right, that is a gorgeous looking torso though so far. I'm probably gonna keep going for. How long have we been going for? 2 hours. We can go one more hour. Actually, we've been. Oh, bugger, we're on legs. Okay. Well, it was a nice breezy build for a while. Now we're on legs, which are usually the most complicated part of Gunpla. Although that being said, I asked a little while ago, on one of my streams, has there ever been a case of, do we need G for now, actually? Doesn't seem like we need G right now, actually. I asked on stream, has there ever been a case where the arms are more complicated than the legs? And the answer is yes, actually, because G Gundam, God Gundams. God/Burning Gundam. So, yes. Okay, H1 47 and 40. H1 47, 46, and. Thank you, everybody who joined our stream today, and I hope you've been thoroughly entertained by my by all this. Enjoy the ace. Actually, there is a There is a tea shop actually pretty close by, if I remember, to it, 7 miles. It's like the perfect spot. Ah. Tell you what model kit I also want to build at some point. I want to build that Bloki's Prime, Optimus Prime, like for Bloki's Prime from Transformers Prime. Because it looks really good, actually. Bloki's kits are, I generally consider, you know, very play it safe, very like simple. But that Bloki's Optimus Prime looks to be like one of their best ever. It's so good. I actually hope one day they kind of redo their movie Optimus Prime and make something more that size. Because I like their Champion class Prime, but it's also like, it's teeny. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy with big hands. That's why, speaking of, speaking of Chinese actually, I'm actually going back to China very, very soon. Okay, got these bits done. Now you can go buy more model kits. The plastic addiction continues. Actually, speaking of plastic addiction, hopefully we can hit 7,000 subscribers soon because I have the perfect grade Zeta Gundam and I want to build that. I want to build that big boy. I've heard mixed things about it, but I think that makes it all the more interesting in my opinion. Chugamagaleo, chugamagaleo, bamambaleo. Okay, and then let's see here. Take the red bit and then we put it through here. Go. Oh, we're making the feet. I just realized we're making the feet. Oh, is there a wildfire where you are? Oh shit. Stay safe out there, Chalfie. Yeah. Luckily for me, California never has wildfires. Hey. No, but for real, stay safe in there. Like, close your windows. Don't breathe in the fumes. Okay, need I5. Okay. So now we put this on like this. Okay. Gotta get the toes. Fuck me, I do stink. I gotta take a shower. Okay, got it. I should C, and we're gonna get C13. There we go. And then I need C15. Okay, there we go. These feet are working out pretty nicely. And something else, something kind of interesting is that unlike a lot of other model kits, whoa, for unlike a lot of other your typical Gunpla, this one's like making a lot of. It's kind of suggesting you build up a lot of the leg before you start making. Before it starts to separate into different positions. That's it. One side or the other. Interesting. Okay, so Ooh, I immediately see something kind of fun in our future. We're gonna get some really funky dividing armor gimmickry. Hey, yeah. H141. And I need some parts from A. And then I see. Not the tightest of connections, but we'll see. What you got planned, Bandai? 30 more minutes, and then I'll call it a stream. Well, I'll see, because we've been making very good progress, so. I'll pick it up. I'll continue this this hopefully on Monday. If we, I say hopefully because I'm expecting my new work hours soon, but they've been kind of, it's been kind of slow to update as of late. So we'll see about that. Now we're getting into some like some crazier territory, actually. So I need H130. And I need G8. Oh, cut out the wrong piece. Oopsies. Ah, I had it on the wrong side. There we go. And G14. Nice. You got Wing Karibo coming at you. They're 9:36. Lots of really, it's kind of impressive. Like for a SD, for like a, I know it's master grade SD, you know, big and fancy, ooh, but it's still pretty impressive how much detail they packed into this. Oh. Guys, just imagine Master Grade SDX SCMG Extreme. God, Master Grade SD Extreme Unicorn. Just all of it. Just go as ridiculously far as you can. C23. Who is texting me? Sorry, I just gotta text something. Yep. Yeah, no, this has been a great kit so far. Outside of the minor, outside of the little breakage with like one of the handles earlier, which sucks, but at least it wasn't anything critical. Well, Unicorn, my beloved. I do want to get Gundam Unicorn at some point, like an actual kit. I'm torn. I'm gonna save up for one of them. I'm torn between the Perfect Grade and Master Grade Extreme, because I know that because on the one hand, the Perfect Grade Extreme comes with all the stuff, but it's a lot harder to find, isn't it? So, all right. So that's one thing. And then the other thing also, and also the Perfect Grade's a little bit bigger, which might give certain things about it a little bit more clearance for some of the goofiness. Like I know that for example, the SD, the Master Grade Extreme uses like an LED strip, and that sounds terrifying to put in. So if anyone can tell me what do you guys think? Your poor wallet. It's the largest Perfect Grade. That does tempt me too. It is a big boy. I know it doesn't come with all the stuff. Like if you want to get like, does the Perfect Grade come with lights? Cause I like pretty lights. Beautiful color separation, by the way, on these legs. Like my goodness. D5, D6. And I need a C. C. C16. Evergreen does have lights for just does have lights for an extra $300? Girl. You know what? That explains a lot actually, because when I was looking up Perfect Grade, I saw like a lot of these like kind of like light kits from like third-party companies. So I'm guessing a lot. Even they. What is it with Bondi and charging like ridiculous amount of money for lights and LEDs? Because their LED kits are stupidly expensive too. Okay, let me see this leg in action. Oh, nice. All unicorn kits are kits you put in a pose and never touch again. Bondi's a dog shit company. There. Bondi are. It's funny because I think Bondi make some really high quality stuff, but some of their stuff, sometimes their like decisions are bizarre. Or like, I still don't get what. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. Like a while ago, Transformer fans and Gundam fans were having like a slander off, and it was really funny. And it's amazing, because I think half of the slanders that were being dished out were done by people who know their stuff with like Transformers and Gundam, because like a lot of the problems they listed with both are kind of ones you would have to know if you were invested. And then not too long after that, Bondi released like that trailer for like the like, what were they called again? Like, and like, I need to shave some of this off. Oh yeah. Boundary for a high grade. Yeah, no, those robot heroes or robot damashi or whatever, it is a little bit, I find that questionable too. But yeah, no, I heard that this year was like a really big year for Digimon, which I'm glad to hear that Digimon like is like, it's crazy to me that like Digimon is like arguably less visible here in America, but it's also at its level of like popularity, and that's what felt like a major anime airing, which is crazy to me. I put this in too early because I forgot. I completely missed a step. G9. $230. I need A237. Butterfingers out, yep. Yep, no, it was gonna happen. 'Twas not a matter of if, 'twas a matter of when. There we go. I just realized something. No, we're good. Okay, I need. Oh, my ass is starting to hurt. Ah! I'll try and finish the leg. Or legs. And then when I finish this up on next time I stream, I'm going to film something else along with it. I'm going to run 2 polls. 2 polls for next week's. Because maybe. I don't know, am I? Wait. Brain melty. I gotta take it. There we go. Okay, I need C17. I'll keep C18, 17. Mamma mia, mamma. Okay, let's get you in. There we go. Need next metallic longy bit. Okay, and there we go. Wow, the bee runner's almost completely gone. You know what? Fuck it. Let's nothing like make a little bit of spice. C16. Right here. Okay, and then let's connect this bad girl up. Oh my goodness. Look at her scrunkly little legs. Look at her. Oh, that's great. You guys can see that, right? Oh, movie recording stopped. Oh no. Guys, oh no. All right. Now we're back. Yay, look at that. How are we articulation so far? Oh. Oh my. We got a lot going on actually. All right, so I'm gonna end it there for now. Let's get this let's get all this stuff organized. How about that? Okay. All right. So all we got left so far is the hair, is the arms and the backpack. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call it for now. I'm gonna call it for today's stream. And what I'll probably do is we'll continue this. Oh wow, that is a very articulate head. We will continue this another time, but oh no, not that music. That's the one that gets me in for copyright. So what we'll do is we'll end it for now, and next time I'll continue this probably on Monday. Okay, and we'll finish it up from there, and yeah. But otherwise, this is looking to be a pretty nice kit. So thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you everybody for your donations. Really means a lot. And have a wonderful day. Shaya. Where's my... There it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. God, this really is a super well detailed kit. Does it have light piping? No, no, no. Why would it? It's got silver eyes behind the green eyes. Hey. Because it's in a part of one big video.